to a rematch between Tony Stark and Rhino. I haven't had a lot of luck lately with Whiplash coming out. Anyway, this is Marvel Champions, a living card game by Fantasy Flight Games. I'm going to go ahead and play against the basic Rhino, levels 1 and 2. And Rhino starts off with 14 health points. Tony Stark starts off with 9 health points and a hand size of 6. We have our player reference guides over here. I'll tell you right now, I do have sometimes trouble remembering to put a threat on here. I'm going to try to do my best. That's why I have these out here at the beginning of a round. The game, of course, this introductory one, he does not start with any threat on here, so that starts in the second round. Over here we have our nemesis cards, which do not come into play unless a card is revealed from the encounter deck, but we fight a Whiplash. And my experience with Whiplash so far is not very good. At both times that I have played against him where he's come out, I have lost because he kind of more or less overwhelms me before I can get tech out. That being said, we'll give my cards one last shuffle, get right back into the game here, and draw up our 6 cards and see if we want any kind of mulligans or anything. The key really is to get tech out very early on, but I could not do that in my previous game, and I just kept getting a lot of the same repeat cards over and over, which were either too expensive or did nothing for me. Now, Tony Stark, this is the what do you call it? The starting deck. I've made no modifications to the deck, and the aspect here is aggression. So let's go ahead and start. Tony is going to go ahead and draw 6 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and see what we have. Well, we got 1 upgrade, and there is nothing here that I like. Nick Fury's expensive, but as a first round, doesn't do me any good. Repulsor Blast, I don't want to get rid of cards right off the top of my head. Haymaker would be nice, maybe starting in rounds 3 or 4. Hulk, I never have a good, I've said this before, never really had good luck with Hulk. He's nice having 5 hit points of damage. He does do 3 attack, but when you attack, you have to draw a card, and one of these cards, the mental, you more or less discard him almost immediately. Or well, you do discard him immediately. The one that you want is the fist, but I haven't really had good luck with that. I have combat training and repulsor blast. I quite honestly, I don't like any of these. Maybe combat training. So I am going to, which I hate to do, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of 5 of these cards and draw up 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's see what these new 5 we got. We have emergency, we have uppercut, yikes, doesn't do me any good. Genius, okay, we have 2 resources there. Skilled strike and uppercut. Boy, again, not a very good hand. I have 0 tech out here at all. So maybe the only thing that we do is we get combat training out. We'll play combat training. It's a cost of 2. We'll go ahead and play Genius for 2 there. Actually, we won't. We're going to take that back. I don't like Skilled Strike and Uppercut right now. Not going to help me this early on. Genius, keep my deck my hand a little bit lower, and then maybe I can draw up some more cards. I'll keep this interrupt here. Do I want to get rid of Uppercut? Oh boy. Now, I don't know. I think I'll go ahead and keep these. Now, you know what? I'm going to get rid of Uppercut. So I'm going to go ahead and keep these two, and we're going to go ahead and draw back up to, I'm not going to use his special action, but we're going to go ahead and draw back up to 6. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what did we get? Okay, well now it's okay. We got 2 upgrades, which is nice, and we have strength, which will pay for at least powered gauntlets. So we're on our way. But anyway, we're moving on to Rhino's turn. Rhino is going to go ahead and start by putting 1 threat on the scheme. Because we're in alter ego form, he's going to go ahead and scheme again. So 1 scheme plus a boost for 2. So he's going to add 2 more scheme. And now we play an encounter card. And we have Stampede. When revealed, this card gains Surge. Okay, so we get rid of that. And draw another card. Stampede again. This card gains Surge because we're in alter ego mode. He's going to draw again. Forced Interrupt. When Rhino attacks, the attack gains Overkill. Excess damage. At the end of this attack, discard charge. Unfortunately, though, that's a +3. That's kind of early on. So it's going to be back to us, and what can we do? Well, we definitely want to get the powered gauntlets out. So we'll go ahead and play the gauntlets for 2, and we'll go ahead and now spend our genius with 2 resources to go ahead and pay for that. I'd like to go ahead and get the helmet out as well, the Mark V helmet, and pay for that using 1. So we'll go ahead and use 1 there. And now we need to get rid of some scheme or threat off the main scheme here. We'll go ahead and flip Iron Man over. And let's go ahead and using the Mark V helmet, we'll exhaust that to get rid of 1 threat. We will go ahead and exhaust Iron Man to get rid of these 2 threats. And we'll exhaust the powered gauntlets here to damage Rhino for 1. So Rhino takes his first point of damage down to 13. That is it. Tony can only have, or in this form, he can only have tech or a hand size 1 plus 2 tech, so a hand size of 3. I really don't want to get rid of strength. I will go ahead and get rid of emergency and draw up 2 more cards, 1 and 2. And we have tenacity and Tigra. I can't even get Tigra out to, well, I could get Tigra out to play, I guess, which we might have to do next turn. Okay, so unfortunately, we're going to go ahead and ready our cards. We didn't get anything that's really beneficial there. So we're going to go ahead and ready. Moves over to Rhino. Rhino, of course, is going to go ahead and put 1 on here. And Iron Man is going to get attacked. This is going to hurt because we have 3, or that's 2 plus 3, so already 5. I have no interrupts right now to get rid of anything, so it's going to be 5 plus his boost. Oh my gosh, 7. So just like that, Iron Man gets clobbered from 9 down to 2 health points. That is not great, but we get to lose charge. And now we draw an encounter card. An encounter card, the villain schemes. So the villain is going to scheme for 1 plus nothing. So scheme gets a total of 2, and it's back to Iron Man. Well, we need some help here. So we're going to go ahead and immediately just play Tigra for 3 and spend our 2 from strength and 1 energy. That is our 3 to get Tigra out. After Tigra attacks and defeats a minion, heal 1 damage from her. Well, she's just going to run interference for us right now. So we are going to go ahead. We're still in hero form. We are going to go ahead and exhaust the Mark V helmet to get rid of 1 threat. We will go ahead and I think try to go ahead and damage. We'll exhaust our power gauntlets to move him down to 12. And then we will exhaust Iron Man and of course combat training that's attached to that for an attack of 2. So that'll bring Rhino down to 10. And that's all I can do. I don't want to attack. Well, maybe I do. Maybe I do. Maybe I attack with Tigra right now for 2 points, and she will take 1 consequential damage, and that will knock Rhino down to 8 points. So just under halfway, but we really took a beating there. We are going to go ahead and flip over to Tony's side because we need to recover some hit points. And Tony is going to go ahead and get us 6 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And what did we get? Relentless Assault, Combat Training, Boots, Stark Tower. I'd like to get at least Boots out. It's okay. I would have liked to have seen some other cards, but we've got 2 upgrades out. That's not that bad. Relentless Assault does us nothing right now. I might like to get Stark Tower out. We'll see. So that being said, let's go ahead and we'll ready our cards. And now Rhino is going to go ahead and add 1 threat to the scheme. He is going to scheme again for 1. Just 1. Good, good, good. And now we get an encounter card, and our counter card is Caught Off Guard, Treachery. When revealed, discard an upgrade or support you control. If no cards were discarded this way, this card gains Surge. I really don't want to get rid of my upgrades, so these 2 upgrades. So we might get rid of Combat Training. I hate to do that, but we're going to get rid of Combat Training. Now it's back to us, and we really need to heal. So Tony is going to go ahead and recover for 3. So that puts him up to 5 points of health. Don't know. One thing I haven't figured out, maybe you guys can tell me here in the comment section. I have to double check this because I'm a little confused. If I recover him from 3, a basic recovery, does that exhaust him so I can't do this action at this point right now to draw more cards? I'll play it as he just recovers for 3. He's taking an R&R, and he can't do that action. So what can we do to get in our hands here? Well, I'd like to get another upgrade. I'd like to get the boots in. So that cost us 1. I think we'll play Chase Him Down there. I would like to possibly choose player. This player returns the topmost tech. Before I consider playing Stark Tower, let me go through the deck and see what tech, if any, we had already ditched. I don't see any. any tech. So there's no tech in his discard pile. So I don't really know, and we're already almost halfway done with that. So I don't know if I want to play Stark Tower. It says in our alter ego action, exhaust Stark Tower, choose a player, which would be me, of course. That player returns his topmost tech card in their discard pile to their hand. That doesn't help me. But I'll tell you what, I am going to play combat training again. We'll go ahead and get rid of Relentless Assault and Stark Tower and put that in, which leaves us one card left. Another upgrade, we're not going to get rid of it. We didn't flip this turn. He started right by taking, yeah, he would have schemed. So, oh boy, this is tough. So I guess we'll go ahead and flip. I can't use him though, but in hero action, we'll go ahead and exhaust Helmet to get rid of one threat. I can't really attack here because that would be attached to my main hero. I guess we'll go ahead and exhaust Powered Gauntlets for one additional. It brings them down to 7. Yeah, I don't want to. This doesn't do me anything. Oh, you know what? Did I give myself 1 hit point? I don't remember. It might be a little bit too late right now. When I played Rocket Boots, I should have gotten 1 hit point. I honestly don't recall if I did that or not. It is what it is. Does Tigra do anything? Does she attack for 2 or thwart for 1? Tigra attacks and defeats a minion. There's no minions out there. You know what, though? I don't like that we've got 2 threat out there already. I think... does she attack, though? So the last times we schemed, there hasn't been a lot on there. We're set for some doozies, though. Some 2 and 3 bursts. But I would like to get him down to possibly get to a second phase. So maybe we're going to take a gamble here. I think I already screwed up by not giving myself a health point, and I'm already feel like I'm on the losing side of things here. So we'll go ahead and play Tigra for attack. She will hit for 2, bringing Rhino down to 5. She takes 1 more consequential damage. Tony already flipped this turn. So we get our hand size is going to be him plus how much tech. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I get to draw up 3 more cards. 2, 3, 4. So a total of 4 cards. See, what did we get? Oh, good. We got, I really would like to get the arc reactor out. That helps us ready him, but at this point now, we're just going to go ahead and ready our cards. And Tigra might have to sacrifice herself here because Rhino is going to go ahead and put 1 on the scheme. And now he is going to attack for at least 2. And he's, oh wow, for 2 more. It's for a total of 4. Yikes. Can we do anything new? I cannot do anything. So Iron Man is down to 1 point. We're going to have to flip to Tony right after this. Okay, so he attacked, and now we're going to go ahead and get our encounter card. Our encounter card, when revealed, Rhino attacks you. If a character is damaged by this attack, he is stunned. Well, I think I just lost. Well, she can, no, she can run interference. This might have saved us. Otherwise, we would have died. But he's going to attack for 2, and then 3, 4. So Tigra is just, we said we were going to defend with her. She sacrificed herself, but not good for us at all. So it's back to us right now. We really need to get something out here. We're going to go ahead and play Arc Reactor. I'm having a hard time generating stuff right now. So Arc Reactor for 2. We're going to pay for that TAC Team and Avengers Mansion. So Iron Man is going to go ahead and thwart for 2. He is going to exhaust the arc reactor to ready himself. He will go ahead and exhaust the helmet here to get rid of that threat. Iron Man will go ahead and attack for 1 and 2. So that brings Rhino down to 3. We will go ahead and play Gauntlets again, exhaust that for 1. So Rhino is down for 2. We have to flip. We've got to flip. We're getting beat up too bad here. So I'm going to draw 6 cards, or a hand up to 6. I already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And what did we get? I have War Machine, TAC Teams. Oh, Supersonic Punch is nice, but he's only got 2 health points left. Power Aggression is nice. These are okay. We might get TAC Team out. That might help us right there. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and ready our cards. And let's see. So Rhino is going to go ahead and put 1 on the scheme. He's going to scheme for 1 plus 1, so a total of 2 more. We get an encounter card and force interrupt. When any amount of damage would be dealt to Rhino, place it here instead. If there is at least 5 damage here, discard armored Rhino suit. So this is an attachment, basically like a little shield. We might be able to take that out. Let's see, what can we do here? Well, I think first we go ahead and we recover for 3. So up from 1 to 4 health points. I think I like getting TAC Team out now, possibly. So it's an aggression card. It's cost of 3. It is aggression. We will go ahead and pay for that using Power of Aggression, which this doubles that. So that's going to be 2 of our 3. And we will go ahead and, as much as I hate to, War Machine, we're going to go ahead and spend those 2 to get TAC Team out. And we put 3 counters on this. And TAC Team is a support card. When it enters play, we put on the 3 counters and we exhaust TAC Team, remove 1 counter, and deal 2 damage to an enemy. Oh boy, okay. So we want to get rid of some threat here. So this is a gamble play. So we're turning Iron Man over. We're going to exhaust Arc Reactor to ready Iron Man. I think the first thing that we do here again, as usual, we were going to go ahead and play or exhaust our helmet to remove one threat. I have a supersonic punch, but I gotta get rid of that card there or it does me absolutely no good. I gotta get 5 damage off of this. So I think we're gonna hold off on supersonic punch till next turn, and we're just going to work on getting rid of that card. So we will go ahead and play we'll exhaust power gauntlets to put 1 on here. We will exhaust tack team. We'll take 1 counter off and add 2 more to this for a total of 3. And then Iron Man will go ahead and attack using combat training for 2. That actually is a total of 5. That gets rid of our his armored suit. Unfortunately, he's already been exhausted. I can't ready him right now. It would have been nice to go ahead and attack. I don't think we can do anything. I think I want to keep these cards because I have a mental. I could play that if I keep this mental. So I've got a total of 3 cards already in my hand, and I can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get to draw 2 more cards. 1, 2. Let's see what those 2 cards are. Repulsor Blast. Oh, Pepper Potts now. I wish I had her a little bit earlier, but Repulsor Blast might not. Let's see. It might do us okay. So those are our 5 cards. We'll go ahead and ready everything. And we'll go ahead and add 1 scheme on here, or 1 thwart. He's going to scheme for a 1, and he's going to get a boost of 2 more. Ay, ay, ay. So 3 more on the scheme. So it's up to 6. We have to thwart this turn. That kind of derails what I wanted to do. Let's go ahead and reveal our encounter card. The villain attacks. Boy, we only have 4 hit points. We cannot. I do not have any interrupts. He's going to attack for 2. I could defend for 1, which I might have to, but I have to decide that. Yeah, boy, I'm gonna have to defend for 1. So he's gonna attack for 2, 3. He defends for 1, so 2 gets through. So Iron Man is back down to 2, and now it's my turn. Oh boy. Well, we have to thwart. I have to exhaust the arc reactor to get Iron Man up and ready. And I'm actually going to play Repulsor Blast, which I've never really keen on doing. I want to keep those. Do I want to? No. Gosh darn. Okay, we're going to exhaust Pepper Potts here to play this. Okay, so hero action, attack. Deal 1 damage to an enemy and discard the top 5 cards. So he's going to already take 1 point of damage. And we're going to discard 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as for each printed energy, which is only 1. We only got 1 energy here. Oh, and there's the Mark V armor. darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it. He takes 2 additional damage. So, that being said, he drops down to, he's knocked out. And we move him to our next um, phase here, and we have to find Breaking and Taken. And I'm pretty positive that Breaking and Taken we already saw in here, which we did. So Breaking and Taken is the next scheme that's going to come out. Rhino now in phase 2, he's going to be worth 15 points. And we have to add 2 thwart here plus 1 for, or excuse me, 3, a total of 3. 2 for inherently and 1 for my player, and we got to get rid of this, otherwise we take an additional encounter card. So this is kind of in a very, very, very tough spot here. We get rid of Repulsor Blast, of course. Well, we definitely want to get rid of a threat on here. We don't want a second encounter card, so we're going to get rid of 1 there. I think Iron Man wants to. Oh, we're gonna. This is boy, oh boy, oh boy. So it's already at 6. So the next turn, if he schemes, if we don't get rid of threat here, he's gonna win. I'm in a bad place. I can't really do anything. I can only thwart. Can I get rid of this scheme here? You know what? I wonder if I put this threat back right there, and I take 1 off this, right? The side scheme here. And then Iron Man will go ahead and thwart for 2 more right there. Okay, so this is going to be a pretty good combo here, I think, if we can survive the next 2 or 3 turns, and I'm not sure that we can. So I want to play, if I exhaust Rocket Boots and spend a mental resource, which I can, this being the mental resource, he gets the aerial trait here. And when he's an aerial trait, I can take, this will deal 2 damage. So Rhino will go from 15 down to 13. Next up, we will exhaust attack team here for another 1 to reduce him down 2 more points, down to 11. Everything is exhausted except combat training, but I really can't use it. But we can play Supersonic Punch. Because I'm in aerial mode, so it costs me 2. It says deal 4 damage to an enemy, 8 if you are in aerial. I am in aerial, and I can pay for this using this 2 energy. So I do 8 damage to Rhino. So Rhino is actually down to 3 health points. And I have 2. And I have no cards left. And I really can't do anything. So this is where it's going to get painful. I have to draw up to Well, let's see. He did attack, right? Again, I can't remember. Was I already in this form? I think I might have been in this form. If I heal, you know what? I don't remember. So I'm afraid to do this then. If we get attacked, we're not gonna survive though. If I flip this and get 6 cards, 1, 2, and I'm gonna reshuffle my deck. And because I did that, I already get another encounter card because I've gone through my deck. So we're gonna shuffle. I'm sorry, guys. I honestly do not remember if I was in hero form or not. I don't think that I was, or I mean alter ego form, but I have to survive this. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to go ahead and ready my cards. Supersonic Punch, that should have been discarded as well. That should have gone into here. Actually, I didn't look at these cards yet, so we'll go ahead and Supersonic Punch should have been in here, shuffled. So Tony is going to get 6 cards, and I'm hoping I get some kind of interrupt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So what did we get? No interrupts. We got War 2. Might be able to get Tiger out. Might be able to play Hydra or Repulsor Blast, but it's going to be very, very tough. So anyway, we are going to go ahead and put one more threat on the main scheme. He is going to go ahead and scheme for 1 and nothing. So another scheme. So 3, 4, 5. Now we get an encounter. We're actually going to get 2 encounters. So this one came from us going through our deck. Then this one for this card here, and then this one. So we'll go ahead and resolve them in order. So the first card up. Oh boy. Alter Ego, this card gains Surge. We are in Alter Ego form. So Surge, Rhino heals 4 damage. Yikes. Okay. So Rhino now goes back up to 7. Not what we wanted to see. Our second encounter card. Oh no, crowd control. We have this, while the scheme is in play, you cannot remove threat from the main scheme. So there is 2 more here. We have to get rid of this. And then finally our third one. Oh, Ivory Horn attached to Rhino. Rhino is going to get 1 additional attack value. And we need 3 fists to get rid of that. So, well, we have to heal for sure. We have to heal, and I have no medical stuff in my hand. So Tony is going to have to heal for 3, bringing him up from 2 back up to 5. we're going to have to flip him back over. We're going to go ahead and exhaust arc reactor to ready Iron Man. We've got to get rid of that threat right there. So, unfortunately, we are going to exhaust Iron Man to get rid of this to threat right there and get rid of crowd control. We have to get the threat off here, so we're going to exhaust Mark 5 helmet to get rid of that one. Can I? Well, he's got 7 points. Can we do this? It's very, no, I don't think that we can. So this would get me 2, 4. Oh my gosh, we might be able to pull this off. We just might be able to pull this off. So we're going to go ahead and play Tigra for her resource. That is a mental resource. Go ahead, let's move these over just a tad. Which will give us aerial. And now that I'm in aerial form, I can go ahead and exhaust powered gauntlets for 2. And that gives me 2 damage. So that brings him down to 5. We can exhaust tack team. Get rid of this encounter here, or this, excuse me, counter. And that gives us 2 damage, but they're gone. So that brings him back down to 3. I cannot ready him to play combat training. However, I do have Haymaker. Cost me 2 to play. We will go ahead and play Relentless Assault and War Machine, giving me 2 resources to pay for Haymaker, which gives me 3 damage. And with that, that knocks Rhino out down to 0 health points. So that was very close. The left I had left in my hand is 2 repulsor blasts. I think that I played this pretty accurately. It was a very hard fought scenario. Fortunately, Whiplash did not come out, thank goodness. As you can see, I probably would not have lasted there. That was very tough. I would have liked to have seen more tech earlier, and it killed me to get rid of his the full 6 hit point armor. We saw that come and go. We never got Helicarrier out, and we never got Pepper Potts out. Actually, maybe we did get rid. Oh, we had combat training, and we had to get rid of that upgrade. Very tough to get rid of this one. So that being said, the only issue that I have might have been, and you guys can call me out on it, is there might have been a turn that I couldn't remember if he was in his right turn or not. I believe, or his alter ego. I believe I tried to play it to the best of my knowledge and fair where I could. Again, this was a tough one. Even without Whiplash, this was a close one by the skin of our teeth. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my playthrough there of Marvel Champions, Iron Man versus Rhino. Again, go ahead and leave me a comment in the comment section below, and hope to see you again next time. Thank you. Well, unfortunately, my victory was a little short-lived. See, I filmed this episode a few weeks ago, and only now during the editing process did I realize that that mistake there that I made during Rhino's Phase 2. In the video, I schemed Rhino actually should have attacked, which would have probably left Iron Man with 1 health point left, and I don't think, in all fairness, I would have survived the following round. But if you can put all that aside and just enjoy the gameplay itself, hopefully you can see how much fun this game actually is, and that I played more or less 99% accurate, other than that one fatal mistake. Since then, I've played probably a dozen more times. I've really honed my skills with Iron Man, and I think one of the key points with Iron Man is getting his tech out early. I find that if you can't start generating his tech or getting his tableau out, the game does become relatively tough, especially midway through. You also didn't see I had a hard time. I couldn't get Pepper Potts out there. Some of the other support and upgrade cards were very hard for me to get out, like the Avengers Mansion, which would have helped me draw additional cards. And but the good news is we didn't see Whiplash, so that probably extended my gameplay a little bit longer with that. Since I've recorded that video, I went ahead and I've graduated up to the intermediate villain, which is Claw. He's actually, obviously, he's a little bit more tough, especially the side scheme of the Masters of Evil. Those minions are a little bit rougher, if you will, and but I have been eking out a couple wins. And actually, my last gameplay, I played Captain America and Spider-Man versus Claw, and I barely eked out a win on that one. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this playthrough of Marvel Champions. If so, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Please leave any commentary, criticisms, questions in the comment section below, and I will try my best to answer them. Hopefully, though, in the future, you're going to see a little bit more gameplay of me playing Marvel Champions with the intermediate villains, and we'll bring in some different type of heroes as well, so you get a good variety of the game itself. But for that, my name is Jason. My channel is Pips-N-Chits, and I want to thank you very much for watching today, and we'll see you at the table next time.